And then remember the cinema one. You don't lose your to yourself, so you still have all the stuff. You did? Did you sell? Did you sell? Did I tell you to sell?
Listen, I can't disclose my financial information.
No, each one of you, what's your biggest regret in life?
Constantly fearing failures. Like it stops you from succeeding in it, getting to where you should be, because you think you're not capable of it. And I've got like so many examples in my life where I like overthink and overthink, I overcomplicate and I overthink. I'm there like, oh, I can't do this. I want to do it, but I don't think I'm fit for it. I can't do it.
I've been thinking recently, okay, and this is why obviously we've chatted about this, or at least Garis and I have recently. I've been thinking about the fact that we are on 340.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the other day. Yeah, so crazy that we started off December, was it 2022? Yeah, and we only had 11 subscribers. And do you want me to say? Is it okay to say? Is it okay to say?
No.
Alright, let me say okay.
We have to wait till 1 million to say that.
Right. I just didn't really deep how much 300. It's like a long way that we've come. Even though it's not like 1k, 2k, 15k, it's still a lot for us. For us, is a lot. And I don't think of the way that you said it when you were like, just imagine yourself that if you can fit 343 people in here, which we can't.
Yeah, and it's the funniest part is I also didn't say it like that. I was talking to someone else and they told me that. They said, you've got...
It's steamed up.
My glass is steamed up. It's because I'm hot.
Look,
it's on the corner of that. Yeah, the top. No. Sorry.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
It's gone. No, take it off 2 seconds, yeah. And now it should be gone. You don't need to clean it up.
Better? Thank you. So our stylist corrected my glasses right now. But anyway, I'm only wearing glasses because my eyes today are something else. But anyway, what were we saying?
You said someone told you.
Yeah, I didn't realize it myself. Someone else was saying to me that, you see like the mini success that you've got. I was thinking, okay, don't really see it. But they were like, can you fit 100 people in a room? Can you fit 200 people in a room? And I was thinking, whoa. That's quite deep if you think of it like that. We've actually got 343 people subscribed to us, whether they're watching or not. Like if you look at our videos, some of them are on 200, some of them are on 300. So it's quite really good, and it's something that I'm very grateful for.
How many views were we getting at the beginning? When we posted at the beginning, I forgot.
Like maximum 40.
That's like from that to 200-300. That is a crazy jump.
Maximum 40, and like 20 of them.
No, but even that's 40 from back then. The first few weeks, that's still good.
It's like every little step counts.
Yeah, that's true. And but anyway, the reason why I'm mentioning it, obviously, thank you for subscribing and liking, watching, and so on and so forth.
Subscribed,
please do
turn the notification bell on.
Thank
you very much.
I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But anyway, the point of mentioning it is like there's certain things in my life that I succeeded in. Yeah, like normally here I remove it and we need to work on our background. But like my certificates, uni degrees, blah blah blah. It's something that I don't look at that, I've smashed it, I've done this, I've done that. But when I was teaching my students, I used to always tell them the mini wins are the most important. And it's really easy to teach, and without realizing yourself that, I don't even do that, but I'm telling other people. So it's just really important. But I think we should talk about that, a little bit about that. So I was looking into it. I was looking into it and I was thinking, what is that? Why do I do that? Like, it's not just this YouTube or Spotify or whatever. It's all over my life. This is a thing that I do, and I was wondering what the hell that is and why that is. And I realized, I looked into it, and it was something called Imposter Syndrome. And I know we've talked about Imposter Syndrome before, but I didn't know I still have it. I thought, by now I wouldn't experience it. Does everyone here know what Imposter Syndrome is then?
Kind of, but let's remind them.
Yeah, we spoke a few days ago. Now I know what it is.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Explain this. Explain it.
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's in my head, Okay. I'll let the teacher do it. Go on.
Imposter Syndrome, to summarize it, is when you don't acknowledge or accept that you are capable of something that you are already regularly doing. For example, when I'm doing this podcast right now, the best example I can give. When I'm doing this podcast right now, I sometimes, while I'm talking, I'm like, oh my God, did I say the right things? Did I say it the right way? Did I explain it the right way? And afterwards, when I'm editing it, yeah, I'm like, oh my God, what if this edit's bad? But there's no other edit to compare it to in the first place. But what if it's bad? Or what if it's this? Oh, but maybe I shouldn't have cut it there. Or maybe I shouldn't have done this. All these questions and all these thoughts come into my head again and again. It's like, there was a time I was not even doing the bloody podcast, and I'm doing it. However I'm doing it, I learn and I'll grow and I'll do it. But that's not what my brain says. My brain's like, oh, but is it good? Oh, but why does your nose look so big? Oh my God. But your nose, look, is blocking half of Jamie's face. Oh, do you know what I mean? Like, there's always some question that comes into, and this happened during teaching, as a student, in exams, in assessments, in presentations, when I lead prayers in the masjid and stuff. This question and these thoughts come so often, and it's just so exhausting. That's mainly what imposter syndrome is, if I could summarize it as best as I could. But like, have you guys experienced imposter syndrome before? Or what would you say, Jamie?
What could we start off with? Could we use, say, going on public transport for an example?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, we'll do that then. So, for school, I'd go on the bus. Fair enough. That was okay. And then, let's say since adulthood, basically, since 18 or 19, I'd start using the trains. And that is, for some reason, way more scarier and impossible in my head to do compared to going on a bus. So what could be the example?
I've got an example for that with that same situation. So, Daniel, remember when we were going to college, yeah? Because I'll take 4 buses to come in it, and to go back, I'll take 4 buses. You're like, why can't you take the train? I was scared because I'm there like, I can't do it. It's difficult, innit? Remember? And there's one day when you kept saying it, I was like, all right, let's just fudge it. Let me do it. And it was actually easy.
Come on, it was me, my pressure.
Yeah.
But that's one way.
That's one way.
He never told me about that.
Did I not?
No, this is the first time you tell me. I was like, okay.
But you remember telling me, like, take the train and stuff, it's easier to go.
Say,
I would, like, for me, there was 2 reasons. Yes, it was mainly fear, but the second it was like, ooh, I have to spend money. But then after I took it, that first one, I was like, I'd rather spend a bit of money, get home earlier, because it takes like 2 hours and a half or whatever to get home, innit? 2 hours and a half. Because back then it was free bus travel, innit?
Yeah. I didn't bully him, by the way. I just told him nicely. I was like, why don't you just do that? And
because that's how Daniel talks. Why didn't you just do that? Like, he talks like that, bro.
Why didn't you just do that?
What's it good? No, so Jamie, you carry on because I want to add something as well, yeah?
Yeah, so recent examples could be...
Yesterday,
yes, come in here, but more earlier chances. Chances? What?
Yeah,
More examples. One time at Christmas after work, I had to work Christmas Eve, so I had to go from work down to my granddad's for Christmas. So I had to go to Croydon to go on the train, and I was bricking it. It was so scary for some reason. It's terrible, sweating and everything. So I had my mum already. They was already down there, mum, brother, sister. Everyone was there, around my uncles. They were sitting in the dining room at the table on the phone with me basically the whole way. Right, you got to do this, go this platform, wait for this one at this time. And yeah, so it's the same as the bus. You see which number you want. Okay, that's my train. That time is when it's coming, that platform. But for some reason, the train is way more scary than just going on a bus.
Because it's the thing with overground trains, yeah. It's like, it's not like the tube, same destination, isn't it? Each platform is different destination, and you can take different trains for the same stop that you want to get to. Yeah, it's that fear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit more complicated.
And getting lost, because one time when you came to my house, yeah, you got on the wrong train and you got to the wrong station. Yeah, that's the main fear, wasn't it? Yeah.
You get too nervous. It's like, I can do it, but you're getting too nervous and you're more scared and panicked that you're not thinking straight. It's all mental games.
This is overthinking.
So you're like, oh, which one? And then, do I get on this one? And then, yeah.
I remember when me and Jamie started linking, like, after college, because during college, we kind of faded away because he didn't come to college. It was mainly me and Garis, and I just linked him up. I was like, oh, I got a car, let's just link. And then from then, we actually started linking weekly basis almost, yeah. And I remember this guy was probably our first or second link, yeah. And I see this guy, he's like fully changed. And he was on the till, as the self checkout, a Lidl, remember?
What?
Self checkout, Lidl.
Yeah.
And there was a security guy, and you're like, come here, to remember? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
you were telling. Remember the day we met to do the bowling or something, and he was telling us that this happened in Lido, and he was like to the guy, "Come here, come here."
Don't you remember? We went to a self checkout near your place, yeah?
Yeah.
And something happened with the thing, the machine didn't work or something.
Oh.
And you were like, yeah, come here to the guy, fam.
At 10%.
Yeah. Don't you remember? It was time ago.
At 10%.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Do you
something
remember?
he was in my coat or the bag was touching or
Yeah.
something. I didn't realise. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think yeah. I said the guy, come over here. It's not working or something.
I think as in you're surprised he was
Yeah, like, you know, like,
I'd be quite shy and timid if
yeah,
something
yeah.
happened. I'd
and
just stand
then
there
after
like,
that, like, whenever we went outside, yeah, and I mean, it's in a way, yeah, it is kind of greedy the way I done it, but you know, let's say I wanted something, but I didn't want to ask the person. I just tell these two to
Oh,
just
yeah,
go.
yeah, he would
but in
do
a
it.
way, yeah, I was never scared. Yeah, I just tried to push them, and
No, I
now
was
they-
fine. I was always fine.
Jamie-
I was
Jamie-
always fine. I was always fine.
I don't know about you, but Jamie,
No, but I'm
I
always
always
fine.
just told Jamie, just go ask him, just like, where is coffee? Can you just ask him this, that, yeah?
You know when you
And
done
then-
that to us, yeah, I was there like me and Jamie had this talk. Remember, we're like, is he shy or something? Like, why
No,
is he
I'm not
telling us?
shy,
And then we spoke to you.
Yeah.
We spoke to you, and now you told us, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Then last year we was out with Scott, and he done the same thing with Scott. It was like, yeah, to get your confidence up, just go asking it, because remember.
So yeah, I got Scott to do it once. Yeah.
Because for context, Jamie, you're quite like, I wouldn't say shy anymore, but
Anymore.
you're like a quiet, reserved. That's it, reserved type
Yeah,
of
that's
person.
right,
Like if someone said something to you before, you'd be like, you know. But if someone said something to you now, like you lost Tracy went Sainsbury's, and that crazy woman or something was talking to you, and he was like, "Yeah, come on then." He's doing all of this, like, "Oh yeah, come on then."
Wait, what did she say at the end?
I
She's
forgot.
like, are you trying to say
I can't project my
voice?
So it's just like there's a lot of changes, but even the reason you didn't respond, I would say it's like imposter syndrome. That am I going to say the right thing? Or am I going to say the wrong
Am I
thing?
going to come across as rude or whatever? I guess you could
that's,
say that.
That's what it is. And
That's fair enough.
So this is what I noticed, and then obviously you mentioned about your train journey, and actually we'll come back to that. We'll get into that.
I think, yeah, I can relate to it mostly. For example, you know my haircut?
Yeah.
I got it done from one barber.
Yeah.
He fully messed it up. And in my head, I'm like, okay, he messed it up, yeah. And you know, they say, oh yeah, hair is going to grow back. It's not that deep in it. But then I'm like, this is so awful, yeah. Then I went to the next barber. He done me right, but I still don't like the way I look. And at one point I was like, I'm never gonna go out till he fully grows back or whatever. But then I'm like, yeah, it's gonna grow. And then I just went out, even with my beard and stuff. Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable, because when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, this is not me. This is not actually me. He messed me up so bad. But then I still had the confidence to just go out. Even though this guy here, Sadik, is such a big bully, fam, by the way.
Listen, look. End of the day,
Yeah.
the reason why I say that, okay, just so the viewers understand, you guys don't have to look at him. I do. Do you
Bro,
understand?
this guy is so rude.
I have to say something.
Yeah, okay, forget this guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it that bad? Or is it alright?
No, it's alright.
Is it alright?
It's alright. We just like to take the piss. That's,
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
This guy,
I
I
told
just want to
him.
know you, man.
You did. I was there. You
I've
did
said
tell
like
him.
a
You
million
told him off,
guys. I've said a million times. Yeah, I'm
It's a
just
good-
saying
yeah.
it to make fun of you.
Yeah.
But when it's me, he likes to take it offensively.
Yeah.
Innit? So your bot is in it, like so. What?
Shut up, bro. Look at your toenails, bro. Anyway, another thing I can relate to is, you know, when you go to like a coffee shop, and there's certain people that know like a whole list.
Oh my
Double
God, yeah.
shot, caramel, whipped on top. Like if I go out with a person like that, yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable going to the thing, yeah, and tell them, yeah, double this, double that, triple that, da. And it looks like I'm shy, yeah, but I'm like, what am I even saying, bro? I don't know the menu like that.
Oh no, you
If
don't know about how coffee's like the thing you
yeah,
say. Like,
there's
like in the
people
deep,
that like, yeah, half a cup of this.
Is that double shot, single shot,
It's a
espresso?
flipping list,
Yeah.
bro, for a £3 coffee, fam. My God.
What is it like? One of those double caramel express caramel macchiato
Yeah, my God, bro.
and all that stuff.
You know the worst,
Like-
like, if I had to do that, what I would do, I would just get a TikTok, yeah, be like, oh, this is the everything, screenshot it, read the word.
And then there's the TikTok. The TikTok's like, here's my top 5 flavors that I would recommend. A double.
I would never be able to do that, man.
Nah,
It's not
yeah.
even out of shine. It's just so stupid to me. Like, double this, double that, da. Like, bro, just
Nah,
get normal
it's-
coffee. Call it a
It's
day,
long,
man.
but no, you mentioned about going to coffee shops. Oh my days, till this day, when it comes to restaurants, yeah, you know, you ask for the waiter comes and asks, oh, are you ready? Or like, are you ready to order? Whoever, if I'm with someone, I always look at them and just like, you know, I'm the one who told them, oh, by the way, we should get this, we should get that, yeah. And then after when the waiter comes, just like, Go on then. I'm the one. And then eventually they're like, obviously, sometimes the person you're with, they're not confident. So then you have to step up, and then I'm just like, okay, I'll take one for the team. Can I get one tap water, please, or something like that? And then even then I'm stuttering. I'm like, oh, I'm messing this up. But I don't know, man. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why it started. Yeah. So the place where I think it came from is, you know, when you do an experience once, and that experience was bad, that becomes your standard for how the experience is always going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it? So, for example, the first time I did something, I was shouted at. Or the first time I did something, someone made a face. Or the first time I did something, Daniel looked at me in that way he looks at me. Do you understand?
Just, one thing that comes to my mind, your cargos, I haven't seen them ever since. The ones that
Not cargos.
What are they? Where are they? Never seen them ever since.
You're
The
talking
ones that
about
got
my
stained.
linen trousers.
Where are they?
Okay. So let's do this story then, yeah? So I have these cream linen trousers.
That day, I just want to say, that day was the first day we met.
Yeah.
It was probably the most sickest day ever. The way I kept laughing, like I couldn't care less about anyone. People were kept looking. It was like in Central. And then remember the cinema one. I was like, do you have any spare trousers by any chance? And then I was like,
Basically, to summarize the story, yeah?
Was it the first time we linked
That
as
was
well?
the first ever time we met, yeah? And no, it was the first full day we met. Because once we met after work, we just had burgers. Do you remember?
no, that was the first time. That was the first time we went.
that the first time?
Because you got the
Cakes
what was
and
it?
stuff.
I love them, by the way.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, so this is what happened, yeah? We went to a restaurant to eat. The burger had tomato in it. That's the main thing, yeah? I don't like tomatoes. So what I was doing is I was going to take it out, okay, and put it on the plate, yeah? I forgot to tell the guy. I didn't even know there was tomato in it. Anyway, I'm biting it and the tomato slides out and falls onto my trousers, yeah? Cream linen trousers, obviously red. It stains straight away, innit? And it just looks like I've bled from a certain area. Do you understand? So I'm walking around. It looks like, you know, not to be too specific, but it looks like, you know, maybe I've had my monthly cycle or something. Do you know what I mean? The way I'm walking. And people are just like, there's some, oh man, remember that one
people,
guy?
Daniel,
Daniel, he was obviously making a mockery of it
Yeah, I
the
know,
whole
but
day.
he was literally when we're walking by towards the Primark,
Yeah.
everybody was asking like, do you have trousers? Do you have trousers?
He went to a homeless man and he goes, excuse me, do you have spare joggers? Oh man. And then what happened? And then there was before we got to the cinemas, there was this man with his son, and he looked at my trousers, he looked at me, and he made a face like this. And Daniel, obviously, he has to spot in it. He spots and he just went, he starts laughing again. So that experience, yeah, although it was funny and it was fun and everything, to like a very mini extent, I got imposter syndrome from that, because it was like, not imposter syndrome, I got like insecure about that, because I was
No, but anyone would if you deep it, because it looks something when it's not.
Yeah.
that's
no,
why.
but it's like if I wear cream trousers again, now I'm like, bro, I have to carry an apron with me or something, so that doesn't happen.
but it's a good
It's
thing,
just,
though.
it's a good thing. It's like you're more careful.
But then
and
again,
stuff.
I just want to say, when we went to Primark, I offered to pay for it. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And he's going, no, leave it.
No,
leave it.
I don't like people paying for stuff. But what was I saying? So that's just one example. But it's literally when the first time something happens, you start judging that, oh, everything's going to be like that from now on.
A main thing for imposter syndrome, is constantly fearing failures. Like it stops you from succeeding in it, getting to where you should be, because you think you're not capable of it. And I've got like so many examples in my life, where I like overthink and overthink, I overcomplicate and I overthink. I'm there like, oh, I can't do this. I want to do it, but I don't think I'm fit for it. I can't do it. So I just don't do it. So like, I've got many examples. So in college, me and Daniel, we started like a meme page. Like, I'm pretty sure you can put it down in the comments. Everyone must have done this one time when they're during college time. Like, we want to start a meme page, innit? So we're kind of on it. We're doing it, and we paid like people to put in their story and stuff like that. It just didn't work out, innit?
You paid people.
Yeah.
No,
it was like a meme page that
like
we
a-
paid to advertise our meme page.
Yeah,
I
on,
think it
on,
was
the,
like
on their
20
story,
pounds.
yeah. It's like we did things like that, and it didn't work out. And we just left it. So like, that's one example for me.
But now that I look back at
Yeah.
it, it was kind of dumb because we only done it for like less than a month.
It was less than a month.
Yeah, if you look at my page, the one I have on Insta, I done it for a good year or so, and then it started like blowing up.
Oh yeah. And another thing for me is you guys can jump in. Like, I want to learn about trading and stocks and all of that. Do you get it? But my fear is that I have to. It's laziness, obviously. I have to learn it, but it's also, what if I lose money? What if I have a stock and the value's not that much? Like, it doesn't hold much value and stuff like that. So it stops me from doing it. And the big thing for me is, so like my mum, yeah, like obviously Asian mums, they're good at cooking, innit? One day, hopefully, I don't know, but I want to open like a food business where she starts off, do you get it, with all her cooking. But then recently on YouTube and stuff and TikTok, I've seen like businesses like behind the background, what goes on with leases, everything, do you get it? And it just fails, and you need a lot of money. Like, they put so much money to invest, but it just fails. And then they either stop it, or just another guy comes in who knows how to handle the business, do you get it? So
but the way around it, you just start from a small, you know, like Sunday markets and stuff.
Yeah.
You get pre-made boxes, yeah, and you just sell them like that. And then even if you want to scale it, you will have like a whole clientele in it. If they come to you, they're like, oh yeah, the food is good, you're getting reviews and stuff, and then you have a certain amount of money, you're like, okay, well, people like the food, we got the money as well, and then we move to a small place, then a bigger place, and another bigger place. There's people that go straight into like buildings and stuff,
like big buildings and stuff,
and where leases, council tax, bills, so much BS that you need to pay,
and also staff as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, like that guy was
Spudgy like.
Huh?
Spudgy
No. The film. What are they called, fam? The potatoes, fam. The guy that sells potatoes. Jacket potatoes. What's his name? Spud. What?
I don't know.
TikTok.
I don't know.
He doesn't know it.
There was a shop called Spudgy like. They had literally jacket potatoes. You could put any filling inside.
Yeah, but it's similar to that.
Oh, the caravan.
Yeah. The
Oh
guy
yeah.
on TikTok.
Oh. He's all the way up north, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't remember his name right now. But him,
I've seen him. Yeah,
he got a little truck. Yeah.
Yeah, van. It's like a burger van, basically. Little burger
he
van.
makes TikTok content. He's live, and he got a little place, and he's making bears. Like he sells, I think he sells around 1,000 potatoes, and the minimum is like £3.59 for one, and then the highest one is like £7. Imagine, and he doesn't have a building. He doesn't pay council tax. He doesn't do nothing. The thing is, you need to think, you want to make a certain business, but go on the lower end, quality food good, but try to keep the expenses low at the beginning, so you know if you're gonna if you're gonna lose, you won't lose that much. If you talk about, like, for example, I lost bare money in like businesses like try stocks, trading. I lost a lot of money, but then deep down, it's like, if I didn't try, I will never know if I failed or succeeded. Then I started Amazon went well for me. But then again, it's like, if you don't try, you will never know. You're going to live in regret. That's why they say, there's a quote, I can't think right now. It's better to do something and fail it rather than regret it for the rest of your life. Some people don't have the balls to even just do it, innit? Because, like, for example, the podcast, you probably, how many years did you think about this whole idea? 2017?
He had a list
2017,
In 2017, he had a list of what he wanted to do, like, later on in the future, last, like, 4 or 5 years, something like that, isn't it?
No. It was within 1 year.
Within 1 year, one of them was start a podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like, alhamdulillah, like, we started this podcast, the first year was like, let's test the waters.
Yeah.
Now we know, we kind of know what we're doing. We got our first sponsor, alhamdulillah, as well. And you want to do content creating soon.
Yeah,
it's like
that's another thing.
As well. And then there's many stories about YouTubers. They keep making videos for 7 years, then 1 year is gonna blow up. You start from somewhere, no one is gonna notice. They're gonna be like, okay, who cares about the podcast, whatever. And one day, boom, 100k. They're like, rah, I know that person. Now we're friends again.
yeah, exactly.
But one thing, in my life, I always try to, if I see something, there's a way to make money. I always think about making money.
No, your mindset of money, I've seen since I've known you.
I'm not going to say everything I tried made me money, but I lost so much as well. But in the moment when you lose the money, you're like, wow, another time. Here we go.
I've been with you so many times, you remember?
Yeah,
in college.
The biggest one was, I used to work in Sainsbury's.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying.
It was, the manager just gave me like 4 weeks of holidays or something, so I didn't have to work, but I still got paid. I don't know, it was like, I don't know what she done, but
no. So after probation, you had probation, and afterwards they obviously were like, we don't want you,
they gave me
but they
4
still
weeks.
paid you.
4 weeks of pay.
Yeah,
and that pay, but was
it after probation or before?
I think
After-
yeah. I don't remember.
If
All I
it's
know.
after probation, sorry, if it's after probation, some workplaces what they do is, all the holiday entitlement you
Yeah.
have, they pay you that holiday.
It was like 4 weeks.
Yeah,
of
so
holidays.
that's you probably had 25 days in it, so they
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but all that money. Yeah, I was like, okay, I really want to do this thing, and I put the money towards it. I lost the whole money, the whole stack.
I remember
of money.
within less than a day.
Yeah,
Less than 24
it was
hours.
gone. But then deep down I was like, Alhamdulillah, I didn't sweat my ass and made this money. It was just like extra money just got like that. But then again now, yeah, back then I didn't really think religiously, oh, this is not allowed, this is haram, blah blah blah, because wasn't really into like halal. I mean, I wasn't doing drugs, yeah, but I didn't really think about, okay,
You know the
interest,
intricate stuff, yeah,
leverage, all of them stuff. I was like small in it. I was like, okay, yeah, all these Muslim people are doing it. Still now, if you go on TikTok, there's so many Muslim people doing Forex and stuff. And I'm like, well, it must be all right. But then you look at the other side of it, you're like, oh yeah, interest here, interest there. How comes they're doing it? Yeah. And there's so many people, they sell courses and stuff. This whole life. Oh yeah, we got Lamborghinis, we live in Dubai, boom boom. Join our course, you make so much money. And I had this thing always, yeah, okay, Muslim persons calm, they won't like lie to me, It's like
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's like-
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
you wouldn't expect it from a Muslim person to just like do certain stuff.
Just basically sell
I mean,
a
it's
fake
wrong to-
picture, like sell a
Yeah.
fake picture, isn't it?
Is that reasonable to say? That
yeah,
Yeah.
naturally you trust.
It's because of the way that your religion is and stuff. You,
Yeah.
you believe them that they're not good, that they're not gonna fake you something or fake
Yeah.
paint
So-
a fake picture.
If I go back to my like secondary school, I think I told the story already on the podcast about the phone. Like this guy bought a phone, he didn't give him the money, and then the phone was iCloud locked, and then pretty much it was a loss for me, and he was like one of my best friends. And then ever since, I was like, well, how am I gonna trust people? That's my best friend, and he done me over. And then I met this guy in college. I didn't really think about it
He's
twice.
pointing
like,
at Garis, by the way.
and
but
for
yeah.
example, let's say sometimes I didn't bring my money or something, we just pay for it, and then if
Vice
he didn't
versa
have
as well,
money,
vice versa,
and
yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And nowadays, like if you ask me for money, I'll just give it like blindly. I don't give a crap about it. And there was another instance. The guy was Muslim, by the way, my friend. And then in college days, a friend of mine from secondary school, he was white, and he was like, oh yeah, if you guys want discounted shoes and stuff, there's this guy that works for Nike, and he knows someone else that is in Sweden, and they get like some discount because they work there. And it was like, I paid £80 for 2 pair of shoes, and the guy was like, bro, soon as Eid, I'll send you the package by then.
Manchester one.
I think so.
Yes,
But anyway, he
Manchester,
was
yeah.
using bare Islamic terms. I was like, oh yeah, it was like Aki, it was like Alhamdulillah, Inshallah, Eid, and all of that. The guy was Muslim. I was like,
Alhamdulillah, Eid Mubarak.
all
Yeah.
of the terms, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, calm. He's a good guy, and also my friend knows him, innit? And turns out I paid him, and then ever since I was like, oh yeah, the package hasn't arrived. Kept on airing me, and
he
then
didn't
I just
get the-
blocked
yeah.
him and moved on. £80 lost like that. It's gone.
Yeah,
Been-
but one thing I think you've taught a good thing here, because which is so my thing was that you keep a standard. I mean, in terms of imposter syndrome, you keep a standard of your bad experience in it, and then you start living like that. But your point was, no, I'll keep trying because I know now which things not to do, which things to do, isn't it? Like you weren't scared, you didn't just stop doing it because of that. I think that's
But the main thing is like, for example, there was this whole thing going on when 9/11 happened and the French attack happened. They're like,
The what happened?
The
Sorry?
French attack. In France, there was a
France attack,
Yeah,
Charlie Hebdo.
I don't remember. It was some
Yeah, yeah.
terrorist attack, yeah.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, talking about that experience, we're talking a minute about it. But there was this whole thing, narrative going on. Every Muslim is a terrorist. Boom, boom, boom. Every person is this.
wait. Every Muslim is a terrorist. Boom, 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 boom. Why? Why would you say that, bro?
Anyway, yeah, it was just like a narrative going on. Oh, yeah, every Muslim is bad, innit? And in my head, I'm like, how can one person, like a group of people, dictate the whole thing? Oh yeah, he's Muslim, everyone is bad. This guy's white, every person is bad. Every white person is bad. This guy's Sri Lankan, every Sri Lankan person is bad. And in my head, it's like, okay, cool. This guy done me over. Calm. There's other people. There's nice people as well. Yeah. It's like it's your mindset. If you're gonna have negative thoughts throughout, you're gonna be like, each person is bad. This person is gonna be bad. This person, I got done over by him. Blah 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 blah. I'm never gonna be able to trust anyone. If you have that mindset, it's not gonna take you anywhere. You need to think positive. And then this thing comes back to religion. It's like whatever happens, it was meant to happen. It could be a lesson. For me, it was a lesson. And then I learned from it and I moved on. It's like you can't hold grudges and just, even right now, yeah, I don't know where the guy is. I hope you have a good life. And I hope that 4th page.
But that I just want to segue with your point, yeah. You know, like come back to the podcast. You know, currently on our we need to do like one little clip somewhere. Maybe we'll make a show of us reacting to mean comments, yeah. Because oh my days, there's this. Especially, I don't know why, yeah. Indians. Why do you have a problem with me? What's wrong with you? It's always Indians. I don't know what happened. I mean, the Hindu Indians. They have a problem with me specifically, yeah. They all come after my accent. Now, I thought my accent is like a decent kind of English.
I thought I was the worst one because I'm the immigrant here.
Yeah.
That's why he goes with this guy. He's such a hater. You got it. You go calm.
Listen,
that's where you go.
No, it's not that, man. Like I actually said it as a good thing that you know like so many languages and stuff. But my one, I thought my English is, for an Asian person, it's decent, innit? And I grew up here. I studied English for like so many years of my life. So I thought, oh, my accent is, you know, it's okay. But I can sometimes hear, you know, my D's and my T's. They go to, you know, they turn, you know, don't do it, yeah.
We saw it yesterday when you were shaking your head. Baby street.
It's like sometimes I do like, you know, something like the Asian nodding, you know, the I find myself doing that. I don't know why, but I thought my English is okay. Every time, oh my god, someone in the comments in the shorts, it's never the main YouTube video. In the shorts, there's always someone who's like, oh, look at this guy, his accent is so freshy, his accent is this, your accent is so bad. And so I'm like, yo, my accent is that bad. So then I spend ages thinking, okay, so how should I speak from now on? Should I maybe change the way I speak? And I'm like, forget you, man. Like, I don't care. My accent is my accent. This is how I speak. And also, this is so dumb because I studied accents for like 4 years of my life. And I know the reason why your accent, even every English person doesn't sound the same. Every Bengali doesn't sound the same because everyone's accent is formed by how their mouth organs are formed.
The best accent is Burmese.
But what's it called? Yeah, I just think like there's certain things that people put you off and people want to put you down. And Jamie, this is one thing we need to have a therapy session right now with Jamie, okay? Because one thing, I feel like Jamie, out of everyone, in my eyes, you should be the top dog, yeah.
Because he's white.
Everyone's
That's
in
racist.
the
That's
no,
racist.
not that. I never said that.
That's racist.
Well, why are you saying you should be the top dog?
I'll say, in my eyes, you should be the top dog. And what I mean by that, yeah, Danielle's gonna say, oh, it's because he's white, yeah. That's not what I mean. I mean, you should be the top dog because I feel like the way you speak has confidence in it.
Yeah.
The way your calmness, like if someone could actually annoy you, but you're always still calm, yeah. That's something that I feel like in some moments I don't have that, yeah. But you do. There's so many areas I feel like the moment you push yourself or you try to do it, you just succeed in. Like yesterday or whenever you use the train, and like such a small example, other people who use train all their life be like, what's so big about that? But it's the fact you don't use trains, innit? You use car, you maybe bus or you walk because everything's close to you. But your thing, I just feel like when you do something you just smash it. But for you, what is it that holds you back and it makes you feel like, nah, I can't do it, it's not for me or whatever? Like,
yeah, I guess it's mostly the fear. Like again, we could go with the train example. Something quite easy and second nature to someone. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go on the train to work or see friends. Yeah, something about is way worse in my head. It's that fear and overthinking, like Garis was saying earlier.
What about like when it comes to jobs, for example, yeah? Do you see yourself as a CEO of a company just in the future? Do you ever see that you'd be a manager of a company?
Not at the moment, no.
What about, okay, in the next 2 months, do you see yourself in a manager position or like a higher position than whatever you're doing right now? Or let me rephrase, if I send you a job application for a job which is like proper, not like super different to what you do now, it's similar, but the salary is 30k, just example, or 40k, would you apply for it?
I would, but I don't know if I'd be 50-50.
50-50 in what?
I would want to do it and I could, but probably
But when
There'll be
you're
something
when
there.
you're applying, this is my question. When you're applying, will you be like, yeah, I can do this, I'll get this, yeah? And-
Not instantly, no.
no, if the job description says you have to do this responsibility, this, would you look and be like, yeah, I can do all that, or do you think, no, I don't think I know that? Which one?
Yeah, second option.
Second one, innit? That's literally how I feel as well. I'm sure Garis feels like that. I'm sure Danielle feels like that. But the different thing is, yeah, there's a job the other day. I said the other day, like quite a while back, I was applying for, yeah, it was like a 110k job, yeah. Well, I applied for it anyway. It's a 110k job. The experience, it says you have to have supported the CEO before. You have to do. I was like, listen, I don't have none of that. But listen, you put me in that job, I'll give it a damn go. And then what I did is that job you can't do. You know, like LinkedIn has easy apply. It was one of those. It was the ones where you actually had to write something. So I wrote a cover letter and I was like, look, I've not done this. I've not done this either. I've not done this as well. But listen, if you give me a chance, I'm sure I'll be all right. You know, I sent it. The least that can happen is they can send the reply and say, no, you can't do the job, waste man. Go apply for something else. That's it. They can't. They're not going to come after me and say, come out my door. You're crap. You can't do our job. They're not going to do that. It's just rejected. Finish. And that's it. But if you don't do it, if you don't try, like this podcast, oh my God, like Danielle, you said what? And Gary said, 2017, it came in my head and I want to do this podcast. God, it took all the way until 2022, not even at the beginning of 2022, at the end, right, literally 1 month, December the 4th is when us two recorded the first episode. It took 4 or 5 years to just start it. Why? And you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I tried it with someone else as well, one of my colleagues. I tried it. This is...
Oh wait, I leave. I'm not part of this though.
I'm sorry, I have to
I feel
admit,
used.
Damn it.
What?
The truth has been exposed.
You have to confess your sins.
So,
Confess them now. Who was it?
the reason, it was actually it wasn't a personal one though. It was to do with our school, so it was meant to be like an educational podcast
no one
for
cares
the
about
school. Oh, okay. So it was meant to be a podcast for that, and actually even one of our guests who we're going to have soon in a future episode, stay tuned. Yeah, one guest who we're going to have, he was also meant to be on that podcast and everything. And we actually recorded one episode, and I remember it was myself, this other teacher, and someone else. I won't say who, yeah, someone else. And what happened is one of the two people who were on that podcast, they criticized me. Yeah, they said,
"How dare they?
I feel like
name them right now."
No,
name
listen,
and shame.
like, look, I know it's illegal to criticize me. Yeah, like who? How dare they? Innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, how dare
Only
they
I
criticize?
can. No,
You
so good about
get lost as well. But the point was, yeah, jokes aside, they criticized it and they said something like very basic. It wasn't like it wasn't even bad or anything. They said something about, in podcasts you have segues. Segue means we're talking about one topic and then we have a smooth transition to I kept doing that, obviously, like appropriately as well. And it was my first episode. And he goes, why are we jumping so many topics for? And I was like, oh, so I'm not good at podcast then. Oh, I can't do it. And that's when 2017, it stopped. Yeah, I didn't do it. No, it's not my bad. 2020, that's when it was, 2020, that's when we were doing it. It's finished. I didn't touch it after that.
How many episodes did you do?
That was the only one, and I didn't try again. I just stopped.
I just want to say one thing,
Yeah.
You know, when you start, like, for example, podcasts or like vlogs, TikToks or whatever, you're going to start from somewhere. You learn as you go. You're going to make mistakes. It's so bullshit. It's like, not everyone is going to just come on a podcast. Like, the person that we had yesterday, Alhamdulillah, the way they spoke here, I'm like...
Beautiful.
You mean
Beautiful.
you mean the person we have in a future episode?
Yeah, in the future episode.
Not yesterday.
I rate them so much. They would speak like, because they had the experience. They do teaching and speeches and stuff, so they got the thing in it.
You mean they will have those experiences? If you guys didn't know, let's just expose something. We record some episodes in bulk. Yeah, like, would you expect us to meet every day or something? Like,
We live all over the world. We live in each corner of the world.
What's it? We literally like Avengers Assemble, innit? Like, hey, this guy, he's coming like with his hammer. Oh, my train. This guy's coming by helicopter. He's coming from underground, and I'm just sitting here like, So
The HQ.
no, but what you're saying is right. Like, you can't just be expected to be good at something. I'll expose one other thing. I've had at least 9 YouTube channels.
9 YouTube channels.
I have tried YouTube 9 times.
I tried the gaming one.
I tried the gaming one as
I
well.
tried Fortnite one.
Fortnite.
Tried meme one, where you make like get
Yeah,
different clips together to get views. I tried TikTok as well, like different videos. Not myself, just like random TikToks and stuff. The best one. Then I tried Insta meme page as well.
Oh yeah.
And the only one, that actually succeeded is my reminder one, which got a decent amount of followers, but I kept on doing it daily. I had nothing going on at the beginning, and all of a sudden during Ramadan, it started blowing. I used to get almost like 1,000 followers during Ramadan, and now it's down again because I talk about Palestine, the shutter ban. So in terms of business, I tried phones reselling. I remember I bought them golden phones, Samsung ones, during college. Do you remember?
No,
Okay,
I know you bought you used to have a Samsung phone. You had 2 phones in it.
Yeah, but
Well, not that.
I tried to resell phones. That didn't really work out. And then I tried shoe reselling. I made big money on one of them, and ever since I didn't really manage to remember that one pair I got.
Yeah.
It made me like 150 to 200 pounds.
Was it StockX? You put it StockX, yeah.
It made me so much money. Then I tried this platform when you get like air fryers, all of that, and you resell it.
Oh, I tried that as well during college. Us free, didn't it?
Kinda worked.
For you did, for me you did.
Yeah, but we didn't really put in proper
Yeah.
work. And then tried Amazon. It didn't really work at the beginning. Then it did, and now it's like there. I need to get back to it. Tried crypto. Kind of worked. That is still there. It needs to go back out.
Yeah, did it work?
Wait,
yeah?
which one do you have
what?
money in? Is it
not
Bitcoin?
before,
What's a crypto?
Wait, before that,
Where
before
got the big money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
wait, before you
Forex,
carry on,
Let's
with
not talk
crypto.
about
No, let's talk about this. Yeah, crypto. Oh my days. There's one thing, and this might come from my family or it might come from somewhere. I don't know where I got this from, but me like investing. I just think my brother's not like this, but I'm like this specifically. When it comes to investing in something, oh my god, the amount of overthinking that goes into this. He comes along. For some reason, the overthinking stopped. So I'm like, yeah, all right. You know what? He sounds kind of smart, and Daniel's got this way of sounding smart, but he's like, maybe he's not.
No, I'm not. In terms of business, I'm kind of right.
But he's like, oh, listen, bro, trust me. If you just invest, you're gonna become a millionaire. Oh no, trust me, bro, trust me. He goes, you know what? If you invest, if you put, I can't remember how much you told me put a certain amount. I won't say how much. Put this amount in crypto. It's gonna turn into this much. Put this amount in, and you know what? Watch, bro. To the moon, bro.
I remember that as well.
Just invest in these stonks, bro, and it's gonna go to the moon. I was like, oh my days, okay, fine, I'll do it. He goes, bro, trust me, if it doesn't work, I'll give you £200. The amount he's telling me to invest is not even close to £200. I was like, you know what, sounds legit. So I invested, and then what did you, as soon as, and this guy, Allah give him more and more, inshallah, but he's a bit unlucky sometimes, This is one of those unlucky times. And he goes, as soon as he turns into it, he goes, bro, it's going up. Oh my God. It's going up, Oh, yo, put a bit more. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He goes, okay, well, put it in this one, put it in a different one. That will go up. So you have different streams, bro. You have different streams of it. I'm like, okay, I'll put a little bit. So I'll put a tiny bit in different ones, And then what happens? It hits the peak, Then Elon freaking Musk comes along from out of nowhere, and then you know what happens.
He crashed.
And then I go to him. I was like, Daniel, where's my £200? I need it really bad, bro. And he goes, 200. Nah, bro, I told you, it's like, it's at your own risk. Your capital is at risk, bro. I'm like, oh my days, bro.
But to be fair, let's get back to it. You don't lose till you sell. So you still have all the stuff. You did. Did you sell? Did I tell you to sell?
Listen, I can't disclose my financial information
No, but did you sell or not?
I can't disclose my financial information.
Did you sell?
I can't disclose my financial information.
No, but I said, did you sell or no?
Listen, guys, bleep this out. We're back after that short advertise. We hope you enjoyed that message from our sponsors. What were you saying? Sorry.
All right. Going back, I made him invest as well.
Garis,
and I made my sister invest. But the thing is, crypto and stuff. It was at the peakest. Now that we're going through recession, it's going to go up again. It has been already. But the point is, if you don't sell, you ain't gonna lose. If you're still holding, it might peak in like a year or two, but you didn't lose nothing yet. And I could have made better money, but I don't regret it. It's still there. It could go higher.
Remember, kids, investing is always a risk. Your capital is always at risk. We are
Yeah,
not
that's why you
endorsing
invest long term. You don't do it short term. It's not like you're going to invest today.
Yeah,
and
end of the
tomorrow
day,
you're
look,
gonna
we're
become a
not
millionaire.
endorsing any investment. If you want to do it, you do it yourself.
Yeah.
But it's don't go, and if you lose money, don't say, "Oh, lads, Dr. Daniel told me." Yeah. At the end of the day, you can only see us. You can't even see him. Like, you need to sue him, bro. You can't even see. That's what I mean. Like that's a credit to yourself that you always. It doesn't matter. Like you fail, you flop, whatever. You always carry on, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna try again." And again. For my life, not that much anymore, but there's still instances where I wouldn't try again. But there's one thing I noticed, yeah, and I want to move away from the other stuff. But
before you move on, let me ask one question, each one of you. What's your biggest regret in life? Right, something that you could have done in the past but you didn't, and now you like think about it. Oh, I should have. Yeah, go on.
Can you guys start? I'm thinking.
Anything, could be anything. Could be money, could be education, could be anything. Should I answer first?
Yeah, go on.
My biggest regret was going to uni. I wish I'd done an apprenticeship. Life will be sorted. That's my biggest regret ever.
I wouldn't regret that. It gave me a lot of...
no, you can say anything. It doesn't need to be same to me. But I regret it though.
I've got a few.
Yeah. Go on. Anything.
Like what you said, uni 100%. What we went through, especially the first year, was fully uni 100%. After seeing you with crypto, more to do with investment, that, and I don't know if I've said this in the podcast, but my fear of starting content creating, I wish I started that earlier. I still haven't started. I should.
you see me. I'll push him every single day to do it.
Yeah.
But soon something's gonna come.
Yeah, soon it will come. Yeah. But that. How many have you listed? I think that's it. Really. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Probably, let's call it a course. I could have went on to do.
Yeah.
I had it, everything. Yeah. It was ready. The date was okay. You go and start, and then I didn't go out of fear.
Was this like back then?
Yeah.
The engineering one.
No.
Then
there's another one after that or before that.
After us.
I think it was. Before
was it like plumbing or something that you wanted?
Something. One of them. Yeah. Oh. It was still kind of
recent. Plumbing on TikTok.
You can still fix up because you're content creating. You can still go back. Yeah. I can't change it.
What did you say? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can start. And what's your biggest regret?
I can't think of one, but one that's coming to my head. After all of what we've spoken about and like podcast and all of this stuff, I think I regret the kind of friends and people I had around me and that I allowed to have around me when I was younger, because it impacted the type of person I became and it impacted the type of decisions I made. And that time of my life, like I'll give you an example. I just became a Hafid, so I just finished memorizing the Quran. So I memorized the whole Quran, and I just did that. And that's like a very sensitive time. That's the time where you're meant to make sure you look after that, because that's a massive thing. Memorizing a whole book, especially the Quran, is a very important thing. It's a very big thing, and that's sensitive time. That's when, in religious terms, the devil will come, shaitan will come and try to mess with you. And at that time, I didn't pick the right people to be around, but saying that, I also didn't pick the right way I should have been. And I really regret that, because that played a role in how I developed afterwards. The imposter syndrome also came from that as well. Believe it or not, like I've said this before, but I'm so shocked that I'm mates with you guys. I'm so shocked that you lot came out of nowhere, basically. Well, God put you here, but you lot came out of nowhere per se, and it's really shocking. But if I had better company, and if I also made better decisions when I was younger, I would have been much well-rounded and sensible and confident. Like there's just so many benefits to it, let's just say. But obviously, even majority of the blame is on myself for not knowing that. But saying that, I think if I didn't experience that, I would never have known that. I would never have grown from that. I would never watch my back now the way I do. And, that's it. I think
it's not even that. It's like, obviously it's going off topic, it brings religion, but there's a purpose. There's like everything that God... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for you, because you went through it, you can benefit others, like our viewers, your friends, your family. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So even though at the moment you felt like that, I wish this had happened, there could be more benefits. You're actually going to, like, you going through that benefits you so much because you're helping random people or people you know. Would you rather have that or not go through it? You tell
No,
me.
I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
And also you're so right, because I remember when I was teaching in school, I talked to you guys about this as well. Like I always say, oh, don't do that, I've done that, you know. And my students that I had at school, I used to always tell them, don't do that, you mess up your life. Don't do this. I've done this before. I've messed up like this. Watch out for your friends. I always told them, whether they believe me or not, that's going to be their time when in the future when they're sitting here, they're going to be saying that as well. And I left it at that. But so I'm grateful. But I'm also had another regret. Thank you for this therapy is free, you know. But I had another regret, which is saying certain things. Okay, there was another one, but I can't remember now. It's gone out of my head. But saying certain things, yeah. You know, one thing you can take back, yeah. Money you can earn back in a dunya. Saying stuff, when you say certain stuff, and I'm the type of guy, I joke a lot, and with you guys as well, I joke a lot. And
You can take back my haircut and stuff.
I can take. I can't take that back as
Shut
well. Like
up.
you're ugly forever now. I'm joking. Listen, if you saw Daniel, you'd know how handsome he is, mashallah. But words.
Does he mean it? Don't say wallah. Exactly. You're rude. You're rude.
I plead the fifth. This is America. Certain words you can't take back. Sometimes you hurt people. Sometimes you say things. And look, on camera you can look like a lovely guy. Yeah, I can look like a lovely guy. Jamie can look like a lovely guy. He is a lovely guy. Garis can look like a lovely guy. He's alright. But on camera you look nice. On camera you say nice things. You can choose what to say. But only the people who know you, you know. And there's certain people I'm never gonna see again. There's certain people who have passed away. There's certain people, maybe I even spoke behind their back. You can never take that stuff back. And I'm not even going to go into the religious side that you don't backbite and all that stuff. But you can't take words back. And that's something I regret. Like, as much as we're talking about imposter syndrome, we're talking about the financial side, the education side, the job side. There's one imposter syndrome is your personality. Am I like, how do I know that I'm the best person? How do I know that I'm the nicest person, or the good one? When I've made someone cry before, I've punched someone before, they deserved it. But, you know, like, how do you know that you're a good person? That's the biggest imposter syndrome I have daily. That I'm just like, oh, but have I done the most? And you know, is that something I want to get rid of, or is it good for me to have that imposter syndrome to make sure I'm always keeping myself on the right path? That's the one question I have.
Talking about that, when I was young, I used to, like, someone says something to me or they try to fight me, I would try to fight back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they're shouting at me, I would shout back. But over the times, like during college days and stuff, I just realized the best thing you can do is just be silent. There's this thing you always say, okay, if a person is rude to you, they're like nasty, whatever. If you're like silent, yeah, not silent in a way that you take everything, but it makes them like think in their head, okay, I'm doing so much bad to this person, and they can't even
Now
like,
give me a reaction.
Yeah,
that's true. Actually,
like, that's what you try to do most times. That's what our guest picked up yesterday. Was like, you annoy him so the most here, but he doesn't really say much to you. Didn't he? He did.
In the car on the way back.
No, he said you annoy him so much. No. He didn't say. He didn't say. I said Daniel is so quiet, and he said, "Oh yeah, because he knows you're trying to annoy him." He realized you're crying because of your beard, didn't I?
I wasn't crying.
Yeah. Right.
Shut up. But anyway, yeah. So I feel like you can say certain stuff to certain people, but over time, you think about it, okay, I made a mistake, but look at me now. Have I changed? If you look at yourself again, you're like, oh yeah, I am exactly like I was. Have I developed my character? Am I happy with myself? I say I am now. Before I wasn't. Like, if someone said something to me, I said something back to them, and they'll go home and cry. And there's this say, oh yeah, you should face someone going to God and crying about like how you done them dirty, or you said certain stuff to them. And that is like the biggest thing that I fear. Okay, if I hurt someone, imagine they go back to God and they're like, yeah, this person is so nasty, boom, boom, boom. And in my head, I'm like, like, I'm such a bad person. Maybe I will never see them again. Maybe I didn't apologize. Maybe I couldn't understand the feelings back then. That's why I'd rather stay silent rather than hurting them.
That's deep. And that's the thought that I forgot. You know, I was going to say that there was times where I didn't used to stick up for myself before, and then I'll let you as well say. But I never used to stick up for myself. And you know, getting bullied or this and that, and even in workplaces and whatnot. And then there came a time I was just like, oh, I'm always going to stick up for myself now. And even recently I'd done something similar, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm not going to take anything anymore. Then I realized, like, I'm putting all that energy, and people aren't even putting the same energy into sticking up for themselves to me. Why am I going to go through all that hassle and effort and energy, expend all that and be so exhausted overthinking like that? Look, man, I just get on with life as it is, and I say, if you want to stay in my life, you want to be positive, stay. If not, bye, have a great time.
Going back to the point that you made earlier about friends, like certain friends that you hang around with, there's this thing in the Asian community. You see parents be like, okay, this person prays and everything, just like be friends with them, they're good people. But there's a thing, there's a picture that they paint in front of your parents, but deep down, for example, cousins, you are like closer to them in a way where you're like the similar age and stuff, and you actually see what bad they do, and then you see your parents talking so good about them, and in your head like, they're so bad. Why am I hanging around with these people? They go a bit, whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a good person. There's this label with certain
stereotype.
Stuff that, exactly. And I feel like, for example, we can't even talk about the story of his dad, can we? Because he was like, he's not he's a scholar or anything like that, but he was such a humble, and he had an impact on people, even though he didn't have the best of knowledge, I guess, because he wasn't a scholar. Like, he was a normal person, as he said, And I feel like that is so like eye opening. Just be like good to people, and that's it. You don't need to be the most like, you don't need to know the most about religion and stuff. Just like the way you carry yourself. Oh yeah, this guy is like, or if I need help, you can call him. He'll call me back, help me out. Or if I need to go somewhere, he'll drop me. But like if I need to talk to someone who'll be nice and enough to talk to me, he'll guide me and stuff like that. It's just, your energy wraps around certain people, and then it creates that love and thing towards the other person. If that makes sense.
It's true. Jamie, you were going to say about sticking up for yourself. Just thought we should cover that.
As an example, as you were saying earlier, you get to a point where you'd want to stick up for yourself. So going back to what Daniel's saying about, at some point you think, there's no point wasting your energy and time on these people. So I guess I'm not still 100% which side do I do? Do I go and stick up for myself, or do I not saying they're not worth it, but I'm not going to bother wasting my energy on them. Obviously there's a certain level or a certain point where you have to, and you don't just stay silent and do absolutely nothing. But yeah, back in school I was still like 50-50. Do I retaliate? Because then at least they'll know, hang on, he's not going to sit there and take it. We shouldn't mess with him, we should stop. Or it's also like, he's reacting.
It's going to make sound if you touch it.
You go, he's reacted, so we're getting a rise out of him, so he's getting annoyed. So we're doing what we've planned to do. Or do you do nothing? And it's also like, he's not worth it, he's not reacting to us, so we're going to leave him. Or again, he's staying quiet, he's not defending himself, we can go and do it more. So there was always 50-50, good sides and bad sides to both. And I guess I'm still not 100% sure which side to do.
Adding to his point, I think the main thing that creates that, like, the main thing is, if you have self-love in you, if you're like, okay, someone says, you're ugly, your hair is this, that, and deep down, I love myself, my hair is beautiful. But if you have that doubt about, okay, my hair is ugly anyway, and this insecurity, and someone else points at them, it's like, you're going to react now. My hair is ugly. Deep down, I'm not happy with myself. And this guy's like, your hair is butters anyway. Then I'm like, well, shut up, bro. What do you want? But if you're like, my hair beautiful, I take care of them, boom, boom, I don't give a shit what you say, fam. That's how it is. It's about self-love, I reckon.
It is, yeah. But you notice that, like, when you guys make fun of me, there's either two reactions. I either play it off and I'm just like, man.
I just want to point out one thing. You're not fat. That's one thing I just want to say.
I'm not fat.
Yeah, you're not fat. No, because you always mention it. I don't know why you're insecure about it. It's pretty normal.
No,
look at your flipping thing.
I nearly made myself cry by this. But I'm bare fat, man. What are you talking about?
What are you ain't that fat, man?
Guys, oh my god.
No, real talk. He always mentions it.
It's not as bad as him. It's because of my belly, but I'm not. Do you get it? It's just
No, I'll
Yeah.
call him fat because it's just funny.
Yeah, I
I
know.
feel like when you
Yeah.
eat, obviously you're gonna.
yeah.
But it's not
my
like
belly-
fat
my
where you
belly's
like.
an uncle fam. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Does he make those sounds? Oh,
I
reverse
think I
Santa
found
Claus.
fat as when like it stops you from doing certain stuff, certain activities, or you have like medical condition, you can't breathe properly, but you do snore. That's one thing.
Why are you exposed? Is this the exposure podcast?
no.
Bro?
Can I ask one more question? Yeah, this is one of the deepest one. Yeah, who was that one person? Yeah, in your life. Yeah, you're going through so much stuff in life. Yeah, then you're like, oh, thank God this person came in my life, and that was the turning point in your life. You're like, this is the person that pushed me. For example, you wanted to do certain stuff, and then you're like, this guy's like, yeah, just do it, bro. Come on, just do it, like that. And then you actually carry on. You're like, okay, this person behind me. You know, there's this thing saying, yeah, like, if everyone is against you, that one person that's like really close to you, if they say yeah, you're like, yeah, I can do it. This person believes me. You need one person to believe in you for you to actually do it. You know, that push that you need. Who will be that person for you guys?
Can you go first?
No, you go first.
I'll start.
No. Okay,
I'll
you
start.
go.
It's you, man. It's you. It's
Is
always
it?
you. You know that as well.
All right. What about you? Dude,
I've got all three of you, but for all different reasons. You each
Will
have
be-
your own personal different reasons.
yeah, go on. Might as well tell us.
Um,
Can I be last because I'm special?
I'd
Wait,
guess.
before you carry on, it's like family, mom. It's family and you as well. I would say, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's family and you.
It's other than family, basically. 'cause
other
that's
than
an
family.
obvious
Oh,
one.
oh,
That is an
then it's
obvious
you,
one.
then
You
it's
have always
yeah,
have
yeah,
family.
yeah.
Yeah, three of you for different reasons. I don't know if it's gonna sound mean. This is that part again. I guess we could have Garis for the religious side.
Oh, imposter.
Let's
syndrome.
go.
More recently. Yes, you all three say something.
Damn it, he's converted him. No.
That little bit.
He's mine, man. He's mine.
He's on the stepping stone. We need to bring
We
one
should,
up.
listen, if he gets to Christianity, next step is Islam. Yeah, don't worry. We got this. We cover him. He needs Jesus first, and then we.
Yeah, all three of you have said stuff, but Garis actually going to church and doing those sorts of things. Daniel with the like when we go out and say, okay, go talk to people and do this and do the train, come to me.
Yeah.
So being more out there and coming out my shell, I guess. Again, you all have done it, but use that bit more. And then Sadik, me and you, the sad boy hours.
Sad boy hours. Come on. Sad boy. Sad boy hours.
Like, so what's an example? Like I said, that there's only one Jamie. Those sorts of things. So that was kind of more the self-love and yeah. So you all had your own separate parts. of-
Guys, I didn't know that it's gonna get this emotional, bro. But no, I appreciate it. Like, it's nice as much as like we're talking about imposter syndrome. But hearing that is nice, innit? Like, gives me faith that I'm a decent person. But
Not really.
what was the question again? You sharp,
That's
man.
what it is.
What?
There's a one person that's always.
Oh,
what's the
one person
question?
who's
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
See. Okay. There's lots of people who have impacted me and given me things to be grateful towards them for. That's definite, yeah. So be it
Beetroot.
no, I don't know. Like, what am I trying to say? Be it, I don't know. Like, let's say the crypto thing. Just example, like breaking that shell of stocks is so scary. So then you pushed me, and I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, it's not so scary anymore. In the future, when I have enough money or whatever, and I just want to do it, I'll do it. And inshallah, if anything happens with the current stuff, then, you know, bonus is very good. But at least the fear's gone, right? In terms of, let's just say, like, boosting my self-belief or something like that in little small things here and there and stuff, like Garis is there. Like, I know we're not all just gonna start, like, what we all like being all romantic right now for, yeah, but I'm just saying,
For the views.
I'm just saying, now forget the views. Like, I know I'm grateful to you guys for different things, like Jamie's friendship and stuff like that, and being calm, being like, oh, relax.
Oh, the energy drink. You and Scott. The energy drink at Sainsbury's.
Oh,
Yeah. Remember, so I had my big beard then, yeah. So I got an energy drink and we we're going out. You know, last time we go visiting places, nice places. So we was gonna pick you up. I got Monster drink, yeah. So I went to the till, and at that time when I got my car newly, I didn't have my license on, which is dumb, but it's okay. I learned from that lesson. So the guy ID'd me, and I'm there like, me with a big beard.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. And then I accepted defeat. I was like, all right, cool. It's a bit dumb. I accepted it. Yeah, it's 50-50, but I kind of accepted it a bit in the moment.
Yeah.
And then he was taking the piss. He was taking his time. He was like, look, reject ID. I'm like, hurry up, man. Because he pissed me off. And we're also kind of in a hurry to pick you up and go. So I was just getting annoyed and stuff. And then Scott, was it Scott or you?
No, Scott.
Yeah, and you was like, yeah. And then behind me, he was like, calm down.
Yeah, so but that's what I mean, like that calmness. But these are like here and there stuff, innit? There is one person who I'm actually grateful for, who pushed me from, I mentioned when I became Hafiz, like when I memorized the Quran. From after then, maybe a year or something, like 2 years after then, from then onwards till now, that person, I won't say the name or anything like that, but that person's been around that long and has been pushing me in every regard, like even this podcast, every degree, every, like anything. I don't know, like sometimes, I don't know, there's just everything. You can give any example, their voice is there. And you know what, like, may Allah reward them, and I hope good things go their way, because without them I would not be who I am today. There's no language, there's no teacher, there's no whatever job I currently do right now, there's no applying for bigger things, there's no big talk, there's no sounding all educational or all smart, there's no voice. I would never be speaking like this, I would never be trying the things I do. People wouldn't come up to me and be like, oh, I really like your podcast. There would be no podcast, there would be no lads talk. Do you know what I mean? It would just be, I would be sitting in my room, and I would even be where we are right now here. That's it. So without them, that's why I truly am grateful to them, and I hope good things always come their way, because even, like, I say that in a positive way, but negative stuff as well, like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Protecting me from certain things, they were always there as well. So really grateful for them, and yeah, I think everyone needs someone like that.
Wait, before you go, can you say who it is, but like you don't keep it in?
What were we saying? But yeah, so who's your one?
I'll probably say
you don't have to say my full name or anything like that, but just
I said you guys, yeah, but I think mainly my sister. I feel like, yeah, if I had to talk to anyone about anything, she would be always there to listen to me. Like, therapy, she would be my therapist and I'll be her therapist. And yeah, let's say something doesn't go my way, she will be there, like, with the reminders. Like, there's something about, like, saying, for example, thingy Bible verses for you guys, and like Quran verses from the Quran. It's like, that's the verse that you can relate to. Okay, people will say certain stuff, but it says in the Quran this, that, and you're like, it brings you like positivity.
Brings you hope as well, innit?
Yeah, it's
hope,
like,
and to get through that difficult situation.
Like a slap,
yeah,
like, get out, bro.
Mug off, man.
stop being depressed and stuff. And yeah, then this one other person that taught me about self-love, and yeah, there's certain like moments of life, like, where you like, oh, nothing is going my way, and it's like you see other people, they're like, oh yeah, this person got a certain job, this person got a house. It's like you feel so down when you try your best, but nothing is happening for you, and they was always there, and they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. And it's like, yeah, and when you need it, they're there for you. But yeah. Moving to the next topic.
Well, I want to kind of bring it to a nice close. I think that's like a nice place to leave it. But
I think this has been my favorite podcast ever.
Yeah, it's been good. Like, some things you need to let out. Like Garis tells us all the time. Like, sometimes you need to. Obviously, we're not crying.
I've sent him many episodes for advice. That's like my generic advice, isn't it?
If you need to cry, if you need to let certain emotions, like, let it out. But this is really good one. Like, like this one wall is so. It blocks us as, be it guys, girls, whatever. This one thing, I feel like everyone has it to an extent. I just want to say one last thing, but imposter syndrome, yes, is bad. It's holds you back, la la la. But I think there's sometimes, like I mentioned one, but I'll mention another one. I think there's two occasions where you need to have imposter syndrome. Occasions, two like circumstances. One is in your job. If you don't have imposter syndrome, I feel like only, this is personal, you don't have to take my word for it, but I feel like you're not doing a good job. If you have imposter syndrome, I feel like you do a better job, because, and I'm sure there's like a study on it, like we read something about that, I swear, or maybe I just read it, but there's like someone who's always worried that they're not doing their best at the job ends up doing the best.
Not statistic. We spoke about.
Yeah, someone who's doing their job and they always think about, oh, am I doing the best at job? Will always try to do their best at the job, so they'll be the best at their job. So that's one imposter syndrome. Especially like if you're a manager. Oh my days, like the amount of imposter. I've been a manager before. The amount of imposter syndrome as a manager you have. Oh my days, but you make sure everything's tip top because you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a failure. And the second one is with your own character, you have to have imposter syndrome. The reason I say that is because if you are not always judging, am I the best character? Am I doing the best that I can do? Am I the best version of myself to myself and others? If you don't do that, you become complacent and then you won't be your best self. I think those two, I don't know if you agree, but those two.
Like in lower terms, yeah, so like fear of, if it's like fear of you not doing certain stuff, then it's bad. But if it's like a fear where you're like, can I do better?
Yeah.
Then it's better.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I can relate to it in terms of business, for example. I always think about it, okay, right now I'm here, I want to reach this goal. What's the best way to make money? This, that. I always think about it. If I just stick to one idea, if it fails, yeah, then that's it, man. I'll be down. But if I'm like, okay, this just doesn't work out, I'll move to this one. This doesn't work out, next one of them would work out. That's how I feel. You can relate to me.
I can't. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm just like, I just took a moment. I'm just looking at this whole setup. I'm looking at Daniel, like you guys. I'm just like, dream come true. You know, like it's, I done it. Someone actually said to me, sorry, I don't know if you lot can hear me on the mic, but someone said to me once, I went to the mosque and they said, do you remember, Sadik, do you remember in school, in year 11, you said you're going to be a YouTuber, I just like sat down for a second, just like, oh, nice, I done it. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, in the future, inshallah, hopefully, if we hit something big, if we don't, we don't. But up to this point,
Fab, we will.
Yeah.
It's the mindset.
It's the mindset, bro. We have. Why am I having imposter syndrome? No, I failed the episode. No, but if when inshallah we hit those big times, I'll remember these moments because this is the best. Like I really love this. I have to say I really love this.
But if we look back where we started, like we leveled up.
I remember like on the floor here.
Yeah, on the floor. We were doing on the floor about World Cup or something.
After the World Cup final.
Yeah.
Look, each corner, fam.
Yeah.
We're getting good at this.
This
You
is-
remember at the beginning, it was like we had to retake 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, we
we
were
do
like-
now, yeah, but barely.
But that's normal. That's
technical,
normal. That's
problems, innit?
normal. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
some people didn't press the record button as well, but we don't talk about
Jamie,
that.
man. So I just
even
want.
mine, your one, like you said, the very, very first one. I was
Yeah.
actually just on my bed,
on the
just-
thing. Me and him. Oh, episode
Oh,
one.
hey, do you remember we started the first podcast? It was you two.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
me and Garis, we
Yeah.
had to make our own one.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Now here we are.
But it's just I'm so grateful for this, man. But
I say yeah, we set our targets now. Now it's Fab, yeah. By the end of this year, hit 1K minimum.
inshallah, road to 1K.
Yeah,
let's
road to
smash
1K.
it. Let's
Let's
smash it,
go,
guys.
man.
And you know what? Road to 1K. Look, we're not gonna be the ones creating fake accounts. Maybe Garis. But you lots need to subscribe. You lots need to share, comment, like, subscribe right now if you're not subscribed, and if you've watched until this far.
I just want to one thing before we go. I'm thinking of this new idea, and you guys can let us know in the comment section. How about we make skits and stuff? I swear, like you know,
me and Sadik spoke about it,
hear me out. You know, all these people that have podcasts, they have a thing before the podcast where they have their own personal account.
Garis.
Huh?
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
they have their
exactly.
own personal account, where they got 1 million followers,
Yeah.
and then they move to podcast, and podcast in America get only like 1% of the audience.
Yeah.
But it's like they are getting exposure for
Yeah,
their
yeah,
main
yeah.
content than to the podcast, and I feel like we should do that.
Yeah.
We'll do
Sadik,
like
you're always right,
videos.
man. You're always
I'm
right.
always writing it. Come on, no
No,
more
I already
imposter
thought about
syndrome.
it from time, but yeah.
No,
What
but
do you guys think about it? Though?
Yo, me and Sadik already spoke about it ages
do it.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but he started with this thing about personal brand. Each person should have their own thing. So imagine each one of us have some kind of a page or whatever,
So-
and then be like, oh yeah, we do host a podcast. Check me out there.
let's do it like this. Look, at the moment we're doing all this together, but if you want to check out, if you want us to have our own things that you want to catch up with on a personal level with Jamie, on a personal level with Garis, Daniel, and myself, then let us know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. I already tagged everyone's socials in the description. You can go follow us. But it just shows there's 4 of us here. There's 4 multiples of 4 outside in the world who are also experiencing imposter syndrome. So it's not just you. So we hope our experiences, our talk helped you out. And if it did, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, and there will be a next time.
Peace out.
Peace. Bye bye.
Bye.